Hello, how are we all doing? Gary here from Camping Guru UK. Back from a week hiking in the Lake District. Fantastic, mixed weather with some really old friends. Great time. So today what we're talking about is carbon fibre trekking poles on a budget against traditional aluminium type poles. So my first poles that I purchased were these Trekology aluminium poles. Lovely handles with the shaped piece here and fully adjustable to within reason whatever height you want. I've found them to be extremely good, extremely strong. They didn't cost very much, I think about £35, and each individual pole weighs about 260 grams, each individual pole. Packs up reasonably small, and I say they've been a godsend. You know, some people use trekking poles, some people don't, but for me, being a middle-aged or more than middle-aged man, overweight, trekking poles have been a godsend. But they are a good half a kilo in weight. Okay, when you're walking with them, you don't necessarily feel it so much, or you don't think you feel them so much, but you do, and I know that now, due to some carbon fibre poles. These are very strong, I have to say, very strong, and I think some of the advantages of aluminium type metal poles over carbon fibre ones is if they do bend slightly, you can bend them back into position, whereas although carbon fibre poles do flex, if you snap it, bend it proper, that's it, it's done with. Anyway, so yeah, I think these cost about £35 for the set. They've been very good, very strong, and until I tried some carbon fibre poles, they didn't seem too heavy. But I then looked into carbon fibre poles and found all the brands that you would normally see or normally associate with carbon fibre poles. £80–90 a pole, £80–90, 100, even a bit more per pole. I wasn't paying it, I really wasn't. So I did the old usual, you know what I do? I had a look on the old AliExpress and found some carbon fibre poles that are non-adjustable. You can buy them in 110 centimetres, 120 and 130 in length. Now I went for the 130, so these will be obviously the heaviest out of those, but the 130 centimetre ones, because that's an ideal height for my trekking pole tent. The 120s probably be okay, but the 130s are probably the best for my trekking pole tent. And the way I walk with my poles, anyway, having the extra length on those is fine. They drag behind me is how I walk with them. I'm not reaching out in front like I used to. I learnt that actually dragging the poles behind me and just pushing, it works, and having the extra length on those, that works. And I use them a lot when I'm going down steep paths, so having the extra length again out in front of me works really well. But anyway, so these carbon fibre poles, you can see they're so thin. Let's see if you can see the difference. They're so thin, and as I say, they're not adjustable, but all that happens is there's a little button there, and that is the pole. Just a sort of what is that, a neoprene? I don't know what you'd call that, but it's not super soft. It's quite solid handle, and you can see just from this 1 week lots and lots of little scratches there. I don't know if I can get that on camera, the flex, but they do flex, and they were fantastic. They weigh 120 grams per pole, so easily half, if not a little bit more, half the weight of this, and it did make a difference. I didn't realise, you know, they're quite heavy, and you think you don't really notice the weight, but when you start using a carbon fibre pole, you definitely know. But let's get back to the price. These are again on AliExpress. I'll see if I can find a link and put it below. Whatever that brand is, Healing, enjoy sport and be yourself. They came with a couple of rubber feet for the bottom of the pole there. But yeah, I looked at, is it Black Diamond, a number of different ones, and they were a lot of money. I'm sure they're better quality than these, probably, who knows, but these came direct out of whatever factory it is in China through AliExpress. And are you going to believe this? Are you going to believe it? About £30 delivered for the pair, not each, for the pair. You're normally looking 80, 90, 100, more in fact, for an individual carbon fibre pole from the big brands. 30, just over £30 I think it was, for the pair. It's a no-brainer, it really is. I can't express how much these made a difference to this week's hiking. I absolutely loved them. So, if you're happy to gamble a 30 odd quid, which in this day and age, which I found out up in the Lake District, doesn't get you many pints of beer, yeah, if you're willing to do it, then I'd recommend you go for it. So yeah, I'll see if I can find a link. If not, just go on AliExpress, look for carbon fibre poles. There's a lot of them out there on there. These again are non-adjustable, but that didn't bother me at all. They packed up so small. And come with, I think these come with them, or have I got these out of some other pack, I'm not sure. But a little bag, but they just stick in the side pocket of my rucksack if I need to. So again, that's Gary from the Camping Guru UK. If you want to like the video, like it. If you want to subscribe. If you want to hit the old notifications bell, crack on. If you don't, no one's going to be crying about it. I'm not really that bothered. I just want you to enjoy the video, and hopefully, in fact, oh, I better just mention again, no one sent these to me for free. I bought them myself. I'm not adverse to receiving free stuff from brands if that's what you want to do. Who wouldn't be? But it wouldn't make any difference to what I said about products anyway. You know, I tell it how it is. So again, hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers.